Hi everyone, it's Casey Williams. In recent years at Subaru, cars like the Outback, the Crosstrek, and even the BRZ sports car have been receiving most of the company's attention. But coming into 2017, the Impreza finally gets its due. It's new almost from the ground up, it's built in Indiana now, moved from Japan, and it's a much better car than before. So let's have a look at it. Well, Subaru spent hundreds of millions of dollars in the recent years to update its Lafayette, Indiana assembly plant to build this car. And looking from the outside of it, you'd be a little bit hard-pressed to tell that it's pretty much all new from the ground up. But it really is. It's a brand new architecture underneath this car that's going to be shared with other Subaru products in the coming years. And all new styling, all new body, all new interior. And it really is a very nice new car. But if you've owned Imprezas in the past, you'll also be very familiar with it. From the front, you can tell it's a Subaru. The grille is very traditional. It's blacked out. This is the 2.0i Sport Edition. So you got the blacked out grille, blacked out down below. But you got the LED running lamps. And I like how the lamps are kind of outset like that. Again, Subarus just look really tough. They look like you can beat them up and they'll just kind of keep on going. Some of the body sculpting's new, and this really exhibits Subaru's new look that you're going to see it on other Subaru products in the coming years. I kind of like this line here. It comes in down below and then inverts itself in the back. I think that's very cool. I like this here. It kind of gives it some ribbed looking strength. Again, being sport model, 18-inch alloy wheels, you got the lower ground effects, which again, I think the car looks very planned, looks very nice. Come around the back, kind of gives the hint of a splitter down below with the two-tone with the black down below. I like that. Chrome exhaust outlet. I like the spoiler too. It's black and red, but it kind of gives the hint of a little bit of carbon fiber, even though it's really not. Again, it looks nice. Fairly large trunk, back seats fold down. Has an actual spare tire beneath the floor, and there's plenty of space to get luggage in there, and you might be able to get a bicycle in there with the back seat down. Well, if somebody asked me what really makes Subaru unique from its competitors, the powertrain would have to be near the top of that list. Subaru uses horizontally opposed engines, which means the pistons basically go like this instead of like a V configuration, and that's very similar to what Porsche does with their cars as well. The advantage is it keeps weight down low in the chassis and really does help handling. So the engine in this case, like I said, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, delivers 152 horsepower. Gas mileage is rated 27 miles per gallon in the city, 36 miles per gallon on the highway. Now that may not sound great for a compact car, although it's pretty good. But keep a couple of things in mind. This car has standard all-wheel drive. So you get bad weather, or for performance on dry weather, you really do have the benefit of all-wheel drive. And that's standard on this car, so I think it's a very, very unique feature. Some other things the car has, continuously variable transmission. I don't tend to like CVTs very much. They kind of whine and make some noise, but Subarus are among the best. And this one has a manual mode that allows you to click through 7 preset gears, so you can get the feel of a manual transmission if that's what you wish. And with the all-wheel drive system, it has torque vectoring, so it kind of over-rotates the back a little bit, kind of helps you pop it through the corners if you really are driving the car hard. Sport suspension package, sport steering. And again, the car, I really think for kind of a compact commuter car, drives very nice. I think Subaru made some of the biggest changes on the interior. It'll still be very comfortable to you if you've owned Subarus in the past, if you own a recent Impreza. I think you'll still like the car very much, be very comfortable. You grip the steering wheel big, thick. I think Subaru does steering wheels very nice. It just feels very solid and very sporty, like this. And look at the interior trim. Our car has the canvas seats, but I think they look really good. The dash is soft. Again, it's not leather, but you get the red stitching. Looks and feels very expensive. The faux carbon fiber here, also on the doors. Again, I think stylistically it looks very nice. I think the thing that previous owners of Subarus will really like is the new touchscreen. Some of theirs have been pretty confusing in the past, and they've gotten better recently. I actually personally own a 2017 Subaru Outback, and this is far superior even to that, here just this next year. So the screen's very easy. On the left side, you've got FM, AM for the radio. You can select your media down here. It's got Bluetooth, USB inputs here in the armrest. I always like to be able to direct tune the radio. That's very easy. You've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, so that makes connecting your phones very easily if you wish to. Harman Kardon speakers, sounds very nice. So overall, I just think this is a much better working system. I think it looks better and just fits very nice here. But the rest of the car is pretty simple too. These are all manual controls. This one doesn't have automatic climate control. Don't really need it, works fine. Heated seats, again, work very well. This car does have Subaru's EyeSight crash avoidance system. So this is used, it's got stereo cameras, one here, It's used for the lane keep assist, it's used for the pedestrian detection and crash avoidance systems, lane keep assist. So it really does that adaptive cruise control as well. You can adjust the distance that you follow cars on the highway. So a very nice system. I've used these on the highway. It's very sophisticated. It does recognize when other cars are doing things, and it reacts very intuitively and works very nice. This car also has a standard rear view camera. So a lot of safety gear on this car, and a lot of comfort, and just overall just a much nicer interior than I think the Imprezas in the past. Subaru sales keep climbing, and the Impreza is a good reason why. They stay very consistent on the things that customers like, they listen very thoroughly, and then they go back to the drawing board and fix those things that just are irritating customers just enough. I think the touchscreen, the infotainment controls, I think is a great example of that. They weren't just horrible in the past, but they weren't the best either. And they listened, and they've created, I think, one of the best touchscreens in the market. They've also listened in some other ways. Steering in some of the cars, felt a little vague, just felt, not as intuitive. They've reworked the power steering system. The steering just feels a little more direct, a little bit better. And again, they just keep making the car better. This car feels more solid, just feels a little roomier, feels a little more powerful, and it just feels like an overall better car. And like I said, best of all, they've moved the car from Japan to Indiana. So anytime you can support local workers and build the cars locally, I think that's fantastic. I think a lot of the owners will appreciate that as well. So looking at pricing on this car, it starts just over $18,000. As equipped, $26,560. And I think for everything this car has, with all the crash avoidance systems, the upgraded sound system, all-wheel drive is standard, I think that's a lot of equipment on a car for that price. So next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.